Hey, hey, back in part two. Last time was Sean. Okay, so Sean, you were saying you got asked to train with the powerlifters?
Yeah, the powerlifting part of the Special Olympics, and it's been back and forth because it's a volunteer spot, and I'm already involved in so many places. I got to try and find the minutes in the day to do it. I'd love to do it, but I gotta find a place to put it in.
So if you get accepted, like if you decide to take it, what are the hours? Like what, it was like every day or what? How's it work?
No idea. We haven't worked that out yet.
So the Women's Olympics is in 2020 no, 2024, right? Coming up.
Yeah,
So then you'd be is it in Ottawa, based in Ottawa, the training?
I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but is it like related to ask you, is it gonna be specifically that part of Ottawa you're training for the Olympics? Okay.
Knows I can't go anywhere. I'll be training people that are here if I end up
Yeah.
doing it.
So, like, did she say like the particulars about the whole thing? But because it's a volunteer, how come it's why is it a volunteer if you're training for the Canadian Olympics? Is that for all like trainers? They're all volunteers. They don't get paid.
Again, I don't know much about it. This all happened bing bang boom, so
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know much about it. I can't really fill you in on too much because I don't know much.
yeah. How do you feel about that being asked to train the powerlifters for the Olympics, Canadian Olympics? That's amazing.
Well, it's an amazing feeling. It's just I can I fit it into my schedule is going to be the crazy part.
Yeah, but do you have a feeling that if you don't do it, I'm pushing on you on this. If you don't do it, you might regret it. If you can
Oh,
find it,
there's a thousand things if I don't do, I'm going to regret them. But there's only so many
yeah,
minutes in a day, and there's
yeah.
there's 50 organizations I'd love to work with, but I can't fit them all in.
If offhand, like the team of powerlifters for Canada, how many usually they go and represent Canada? Like how many in a group?
When it comes to particulars of the whole situation, I have
Yeah.
absolutely no idea.
Okay, that's cool. So I can't remember anybody. There one guy here just years ago back Pan Am. He trained for the Pan Am Games, but he got paid. I don't know how he did it. I asked him. He got paid by the government for that. So I didn't ask. I had to get a hold of him. I had particulars about it. But that's
Well,
amazing. That's nice to be asked to. So they must have seen something in you to ask you to train the powerlifters. Something they'd seen you, Sean, that that
well, that
you're.
Jersey looked up my website and what I do, and that's what attracted her to contact me.
It's nice. Wow, wow, it's great. So, but then here's another question though. You're talking about the regular Olympics, right? Not the special needs. The Special
Yeah,
Olympics.
especially not the regular
But have
Olympics.
you
There's no regular
have
Olympics.
you have you? I was gonna ask you, has there ever been a history of trainers that have special needs that train regular people, like regular clientele, no needs at all? I was
Couldn't tell
wondering
you.
about that. Yeah, so like it's kind of like would it be like a cash situation? Like if you have a special need, you're training people that don't have special needs. Wouldn't go both ways, you know? Like then to come back to the Olympics again and all. So where's the next Olympics? I forgot now. Where is it?
Is it next year, something like that? I
Yeah,
don't remember.
where's in Europe or something? Here,
I no idea.
cool, great.
We have
So,
some up here. Can't remember when.
yeah, be nice if we had Olympics in Ottawa. I don't think Ottawa's big enough though, right?
That'll never happen.
Everything be on the river.
We're not. That'll never happen.
All the Olympics will be on the river, on the Rideau Canal and all. That's funny. We tried getting here in Toronto, but they didn't want it. They're not ready for it. We had the Pan Am Games. That was good. They actually, I mean, with the Pan Am Games, we got our subway or extension to the airport and some other stuff. Trails made and all this stuff. It's nice. It was all added on the features, but still. But we have a FIFA coming here to Toronto soon. So this, are you a soccer fan?
Not a diehard, but I get on the bandwagon when it gets rolling. So yeah, I know about those coming up.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's great. So, as you know, with the government, if you get if you look further into the government thing, where can I find that actually? Is there a website to go for that for the
Or
funding and all? For the funding for the government that you're looking for?
funding for the sorry.
Is there a particular website to go to for the like to look for funding?
I'm not going back to what we talked about earlier. I'm reaching out specifically to Autism Ontario. So
Yeah,
I'm not looking in the gov. I'm not going. I'm working just with this organization, and then
yeah.
there's a chair that I'm working with. I can't remember the names. It just started, but I haven't looked at anything in the government or any of that stuff.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about how the whole process. I'm now you got me thinking about the whole process, whatever, like anything to help you guys out, whatever. So
So I'm so new to it. I can't. I
yeah,
don't know what the
yeah.
process.
So how did you have all these new opportunities coming to you since you did your putting your website on the line there and me interviewing you and you get more stuff coming your way at all? Have you did some lectures you're doing some lectures at high schools too?
In high school, no, I haven't been to a high school in forever and a day.
I thought you mentioned in the last interview you said you might have a I think you sent me an email or a text you might have been by coming to Toronto for a lecture or something you mentioned a while back.
Oh yeah, there was another lady that reached. It wasn't a lecture for school or anything. It was a lady. She lives in just outside of Toronto, and she's involved with CanFit, the guys that I'm certified through, and her daughter is autistic, and we were talking about putting something together. Me coming out there, and it sort of fell through. There was a whole bunch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's just a one-on-one thing. Okay, it wasn't like a high school thing at all.
No, no, no. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was a bunch of. I spoke at Sick Kids Center out there a couple of years ago about cavernous angioma that runs in my family.
Mm-hmm.
So we reached out to them about coming back to talk about just what I do now. But I haven't heard back yet, so maybe someday at some point, but it's not there right now.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, as a trainer, with your progressing all these invitations and opportunities, what do you like to see yourself do, like in the next few months, besides what you're doing right now, like with your background and all?
What else do you want me to be doing on top of it?
Yeah, like you have any other ideas in your head, like what do you want to do? Like, like now that you got this, you've then reached the level of capacity, what you're doing, and you're qualified and you're personal trainers and you got all these opportunities. You see something you'd actually reach out to branch out to, like something that like, click your brain, like something that appeals to you, like I'd like to do something over there, or put my influence over there, or whatever.
Not really. I kind of want to just keep working on building this more before I think about doing stuff like that.
Yeah. We talked about your
I,
background. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just this isn't. It's not quite where I want it to be yet. It's getting there. There's all
Yeah.
kinds of hanging. I need some of them to start falling,
Yeah.
and then once I'll start looking for other stuff. But right now, it's not. I still got some more work to do.
So what do you want to? So you think what do you want to reach? Like, there's things are hanging. What do you want to go like further?
Well, my other trainers don't have a big enough clientele yet. I want them to fill right up. They're not filled up right yet. I can still fit a few more in. There's still a whole bunch of things I can fit in.
So do you train them to be train people with special needs, or are they actually have their own qualifications or their own background or whatever, or what?
My trainers, yeah,
Yeah.
they're to help really clients. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good, good. So how many so you just say you expand with your company, right? Where do you want to see yourself go? What I got a little block here. Say somebody in Toronto pulls you up, say I want to get a personal trainer for start a company like you're doing or branch off and say training people because a lot of kids you're like a lot of teenagers with special needs, autism, epilepsy, Down syndrome, a whole bunch of stuff here. And I've talked to a lot of parents here in different communities running for mayor, meet a lot of people. And it's funny, like after I taught you, with this by-election we had for mayor, I saw more people because they saw our interview talking back and forth. I had more people talking to me because of your interview with me about people, their kids with special needs, and there's nothing out there for them. And I just felt like kind of like lost, like like they asked you if there's anything in Toronto that caters to them, like you're doing in Toronto, and I said not that I know of, not that I can think of, like just regular trainers. So it's nice. It's kind of like you're kind of like
Bring me.
you're kind of like what's the word? You're kind of like not the trial period, but you're kind of like the what?
The Godfather, and that's what I want to
The
do.
God,
I
yeah,
want to.
the
I don't want to
Godfather.
run. I don't run Ottawa. I don't. Toronto. I want to run the damn country when it comes to this stuff. This is my mission in life. Yeah,
Yeah,
there'd
yeah,
be a.
yeah. Let me see. You mean that? So you're the
I just want to help
Godfather.
more.
Yeah,
I just want more people. However the heck that happens, I don't care. As long as it
yeah.
happens, that's all that matters.
Well, I like to see that, like in something like what you're doing in Toronto, in Ottawa. I like to see that in Toronto, and not just Toronto, but Vancouver and other cities and other small areas, right? It should be more. I was gonna ask you, you're training people with special needs. You ever ask yourself why isn't this done before you came on the scene, like before you decided to
No,
become?
because when I started doing it, a lot of people do it, but they don't base out of it. A lot of people train the odd person here and there on the side because it's a different challenge. It's not what you go to school for. It's not, or people expect these things to be in schools. People expect these things all over the place. It's not really me. It was what I went through with my life,
Yeah.
how the gym kept me here that made me realize this can benefit so many other people if it was a little bit done this way and that way. And that's sort of me to do it. And I'm like, let's go.
Well, I mean, you talk about foresight. You ever thought, like, in say 20 years down the road, you're established, there's more things going on in cities because of you, and to look back and say, hey, this is Sean. He started this whole thing. He started the whole movement. Not say the whole movement, but the whole got things woke people up. You know, this can happen. You can train people with special needs. There's no discrimination. Just there's no limitation. It's just in case you cater to them, right? What they want. You have to cater to what they want, not what you want to train them to be, right?
And if that makes them happier and enjoy their lives more and help
Yeah.
them realize do, that's all that matters. It does not have to have my name on it. It just the fact that I know that I was a part of it
Yeah.
to help do these things after all the help that I've received to get through everything I've been through, and I know how much it helps and how much it means. If I can be a part of it, I will die a happy man.
That's great. That's amazing. Yeah, I love that. Good advocate. That's great. Yeah, like a lot of people I met during the when I did my rounds during canvassing because of the interview, they say, "Hey, are you an interview the guy with the epilepsy?" Yeah, yeah. Well, my kid's got. Because one guy had his kid had he had major autism problems, but he started. His son would watch the bodybuilding because his dad used to be a bodybuilder, and his son was just so in tune with bodybuilding. He wanted to do it, but there's nothing out there. So he used to ask me, "Is there any guys like you or other people out there that could train his son?" Or his son was like 17. I said, "I don't know anything. I mean, if I find something, I'll let you know, but nothing right now." Because he said he'd taken his son to personal trainers, like you said, but they didn't have the patience and didn't know how the know-how, the knowledge, the background to train a guy with that kind of situation. So it's kind of unfortunate, you know. Nice guy, you know. That's good.
I've got a team shirt tonight that they want. He's autistic and he wants to be a bodybuilder. He starts tonight. I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
So he literally walked in last week, just get me jacked. I'm like, fine by me, buddy. Let's do it.
it's so cool, so cool. Does he watch the competitions himself?
I just met him, so I don't know that much into him yet. I've only had one little interview with him last week, so I don't know the ups and downs yet.
Cool. So how many like your personal trainers? How many people do they take for? What's the limit per clientele for each one? Would you say?
For each of my trainers
Oh yeah, your teachers and you guys there. What do they? How many? Do they have a limitation on how many people they can have?
that I can have, yeah, we can't. So it's really weird right now because I got days where I'm not that busy, and I have days where things are freaking bananas. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are chaos in here.
They got a lot of
Chaos today.
a lot of clientele in those 3 days.
Yeah, my Tuesday's bananas. Between me and Vincent, there's like 11 sessions.
Oh, just remind people the gym. Your gym that you go to, it's a personal gym. It's not like your regular Good Life gym, right? It's a private gym,
Yeah,
right? Sir? Yeah. And what's it called? The gym?
point one,
Point
point
one.
one.
Is just is that one gym by itself or any branches like that or just one?
No, private gym owned by one guy. It's his little spot.
How'd you get into How'd you
And
get in there?
then I also go to people's houses. A lot
Okay.
because it's 90% of my clients, their parents have to bring them. And it's a
Hmm.
lot of driving. And so I'll do a trade off where they do one at the gym and I go to their house for one.
I mean, you told me one of your favorite stories there about your first interview was what was the guy just gave you a big hug after everything you trained with this guy one day and just he was just so relieved to have somebody
I
take
get so,
what's that?
and there's so many of those. I have 100,000 of those. So
That's
there's
nice.
a kid that I trained. His name. If you go look at my story on Instagram, you'll see a video of Lucas last night. He's got Angelman syndrome, and he likes to. He's a hug and kisser. So when he likes new exercises, when he's happy, I'll get a giant hug and I'll get like 3 kisses in a row. Boom, 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 boom. And he
Oh,
was here
cool.
last night, and I must have got about 40 of them in an hour. So it was a good session.
That's on Instagram right now?
Yeah, it's up on there's a picture and a video of me and him up on Instagram. I put
Oh,
it up last night.
what's your Instagram? I'll put on the
Sean,
link.
just put Sean_Kehoe personal training.
Okay, I'll put that with the link as well. Any other sites you want to add? Yeah, your Facebook, you got your Instagram.
TikTok, but I don't like TikTok. It's some of the stuff on there. Yeah. I have it on there. There's a video that went viral of one of my autistic guys trap bar deadlifting 315.
Oh yeah,
And
okay.
I have one where another one is sprinting with a football player. That was fun.
Oh really? Okay,
But
I'll check it out. Yeah, yeah. I got TikTok. I
thanks,
only
man.
got like only got. I'm not a TikTok guy. I got two videos and that's it. One got muted by mistake, so
I have
not a,
I'm on there, but they've never really taken off. So it's just, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, what about there's another
Yeah.
one I got. I got on Tumblr. I saw it on Tumblr's okay. You can just add videos on it or whatever, But
I've never,
you get all these ads in between, these commercials and all that stuff,
I've never
So
looked at it, used it.
just trying to expand the horizons and all. So it's cool. Hey, I
I
was
do.
gonna ask you, I was gonna ask you, ever thought of doing like your own kind of like talk, not like talk show, but your own kind of like a one-on-one, like maybe like a monthly
Yeah.
thing or yeah? You thought about that?
We were talking, I was talking with the guy that does my videos. We were talking about doing a podcast, but
Yeah,
I
like
just,
yeah.
minutes in the day, I don't have room right now. It's just not
That's
going to happen.
something as a possibility, like we're doing right now, talking. That people can come on there and just talk to you questions about their son, their daughter, whatever, their
Yeah.
friends.
One of my clients is starting one for families that have children with special needs, and to talk about some of the challenges and the financial problems and all the trouble that comes with it. And I'm going to be on there, and they'll be talking about it quite a bit. So
Oh,
it's supported by CHEO, the hospital here, and all that stuff. So
okay.
it's going to be a good one.
Is it a video or audio podcast?
I think it's going to be both, or maybe just audio. I don't. It's her thing. I can't remember.
Oh, can you send me the thing for that? I'll add that on there. Check it out
It's going.
myself. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, I can see you doing a podcast. You got so much information to share with everybody. Right? It's another way of social media.
Yeah. There's tons of things. Right after this, I got to finish a program, get my workout in, and I have 3 clients. That's my day. Like I don't have minutes to do anything. Tomorrow I have to be here at 10 o'clock. I'm training people till 3. Get back home, and then we have a little party to go to afterwards. Like my days are just jammed, but all good stuff. No complaints,
Yeah, I
but
love it. I
they are
think it's
jammed.
great.
And I just realized that we skipped over something that we didn't get into because remember I told you I would tell you something else that happened on the day of the weightlifting competition.
No, oh yeah, okay, go back to that. Let's talk about that. Yeah,
Uh, August 17th is my seizure-free anniversary.
yeah,
Year marked 15 years seizure-free. It was a big
okay,
one.
yeah.
And my girlfriend and the kids were in town. They were out east. So I'm like, don't worry about it. No big deal. I'm just going to go have a play around of golf with my buddies and celebrate. My dad came down. My girlfriend's dad, a bunch of my buddies, we played around of golf. It was great. But the day of my weightlifting competition, my girlfriend and the kids were going to her dad's for dinner afterwards. I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay and watch the rest of my buddies lift in the last block. So I was in the third one. My buddies were in the last one. And she keeps texting me going, can you come home, please? We haven't seen my dad in a while. I'm like, I just played golf with your dad last week. What are you talking about? But come on. The only reason I left was that because they had been gone for 2 weeks. It was our first weekend since they came home. I'm like, fine, I'll just watch it on the live stream. I'm just going to be sitting there watching my phone. Why do I have to come home? So I get to her dad's, and there's 20 cars in the driveway and on the road. And I'm like, what the hell? My family, my friends, my clients were all there to celebrate my 15-year seizure free, and I had no idea.
Oh my God! Wow.
There's a video on my Instagram I show where I hit a lift,
Yeah.
and then you go turning in the corner. I'm like, what in the heck?
Oh my
So
God.
I called my dad on my way back from the competition, saying, "Dad, I hit a personal record. I did this, I did that." He's going, "Oh yeah, that's great. I'm on my way back to Cornwall to pick up Laura, his wife." My dad was at the party, so he played along very well. He told me he was Cornwall.
That was a nice surprise, eh? Wow. That's great.
Yeah, I had no idea. No idea. That was the best surprise party ever because I had no clue.
Wow. There's all these people like it's a family reunion, right? All the people you met in your life, people affected you that you affected, that's they're there to support you. That's amazing. Did you get a lot of pictures?
Yeah, there's tons of pictures and videos. It's all over my social media.
Okay.
It was a potluck, so the food to fill this office. It was crazy.
And you were gonna go, right?
Well, I just wanted to watch my buddies finish the lift, and I'm like, why am I going home?
Hey, did your buddies, the buddies that are powerless, did they know did they know about the
You say
surprise?
powerlifting again. If you say powerlifting one more time,
Sorry.
God.
Did your buddies know about the surprise? Did they did they arrange it or they knew about it?
He kept trying to get me out. He's like, "Sean, you're tired." He knew about it, and his girlfriend were giving my girlfriend tips on how to get me out of there, and I had no idea. Little buggers.
That's hilarious, man. Oh my gosh, that's funny. They try different different kind of angles.
But I hit a personal record in my total, my snatch, my clean and jerk, and my total.
Yeah.
And then can't ask for a better day than that. You can't.
Yeah. That's funny. You ever thought, what if you didn't say yes and just stay? All you people waiting there for
Well,
it.
way back, but she called me and she said, my dad has something he has to tell us. You need to get home fast. I'm like, oh God.
That's funny. Oh, I love a surprise. That's great. That's great. So how'd that feel? Eh? All you people just there to support you, just love and just say, they're there for you and all that's great. It's like an accumulation
Yeah,
of
it
your
was
whole
amazing. One of
it's like your whole life span right
yeah,
there.
one of my
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, one of I haven't seen in a long time was there. His name's Sam.
Yeah.
He's a cancer survivor. I trained him while he was going through chemotherapy.
Oh, good for him.
Now he's back in gymnastics, so he's not here at the gym anymore.
Nice.
But he came in for a lift last week,
Mhm.
and we worked together. And his mom gave me a lasagna. But we were outside talking to his mom, and there's a certain movement in the gymnastics thing they won't let him do, and because he's too strong.
Oh, what is that?
And he looks at his mom and goes, "Mom, I'm too strong because of Sean." I'm like, "Oh wow, that's a good punchline. I got to start using that. Too strong because
Hey, I like that logo. I'm too strong because of Sean. I like that.
I'm making shirts with that on. Let's go.
Put on your shirt, right? Good advertising.
Because of Sean.
That's cool. Wow. How long has he been cancer free now?
We got to be close to a year now.
Yeah.
He's grown, lost a lot of weight because he put on quite a bit from the chemo. That kid is a beast, absolute beast.
Oh yeah, big strong ox.
That's where him and I sort of survived all my brain surgeries. He survived chemo, so the energy in the gym when him and I were there, look at it.
Amazing. I was gonna ask. Can I ask you a personal question? You see, you're being 15 years seizure free, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you. I know a lot about epilepsy and all. How did you keep that 15 years free? How did you manage that?
Oh, it's a long story.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious.
So it's a whole formula of a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
And a lot of days are looking for surgery, meds, surgery. Like they're just looking for one or the other.
One or the other. Okay.
Healthy and get things under control. You have to look at a little bit of everything. So the brain surgeries, got it down. The meds, got it down. Exercise and keeping myself healthy mentally and everything, got it down. A friend of mine that was studying omega-3 fish oils got me on the fish oil, and they all worked together to get my seizures under control. It wasn't one thing; it was everything working together. The gym, my meds, my surgeries, fish oil, all that kind of stuff got my seizures under control, and that's why I haven't had one in 15 years.
You mentioned it before in the other fish oil. Like I've heard this a few times. What's with the fish oil? What is it? Particular type of fish or what? What is it?
There's a lot of things that we're missing in our diet these days.
Yeah.
A lot of acids that are in fish oil we're missing. Now, when I talk about this stuff, I'm never trying to sound like Dr. I think it's fish oil. You'll never have a seizure. My brain was just missing a certain amount, and it was a part of the formula for me. Doesn't mean it's gonna do anything for you.
Yeah,
but
so it's just for you.
Myself.
And that's how they found it. Okay, it's cool. Wow. I remember you
But
told me
I
your story.
a lot when I speak because a lot of people want to know how I got it under control, and they think that I'm saying it's just the fish oil. No, it was everything together. Did this. I didn't take a sip of fish oil and boom, my epilepsy went away. It didn't work like that.
Oh, so you can bottle that and just sell that by itself, eh?
I'm an advocate to people that take fish oil, but I'm an advocate to exercise, mental health, rest, all these other things. And I'm not the fitness world and the medical world do this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this. A fantastic doctor at the conference I was at a couple months ago at Activate. This guy's amazing. He's trying to bridge the two together. I'm working with him right now, and that's what I want: a better relationship between the medical world and the fitness world. Because they're doing this too much, and it's ridiculous.
You want to mention? Do you want to mention his? Do you want to mention his name or what?
Well, I haven't talked to him in a while, and I have a hard time pronouncing his name. I'll add it in later. I'll put it in the. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, why is that? Why is the you said that? Why do they have to fight each other all the time? The whole thing going back and forth. Why can't they just blend?
That's been going on. Well,
Yeah. Profit.
Well, just we're right, you're right and wrong. There's just a lot of negativity. And then the internet these days, all these knuckleheads that are on TikTok, don't eat this one granola bar because it has this one product in it. You're gonna up. Why are you allowed to? What's your background? A degree in nothing. But I'm a food specialist. Ah, shut up. But take my protein. It costs $500 a sip, and you'll be fine.
Sounds like Twitter.
There's so many other things going on in the world these days in life
Yeah.
than somebody take a bite of a granola bar. And, oh, I hate myself. What are you? You're making this horrible relationship with food, and you're messing people here. Like you're not helping. You're making things worse so you can make money. Like, oh, that drives me nuts.
I was at a grocery this last year, and I just got I do my annual checkup every 3 years. I'm not into doctors, but I have to go because I got a family doctor. So I got my blood test back, and I got a. So I was in the grocery store. I bought these margarines. I buy margarines, right? Chef Master. So there's a woman there in a lineup with her boyfriend. It was Shortland, and she's saying that stuff's gonna kill you. You know that. You know your cholesterol's gonna kill you. So she's going on. I said, okay, you're basically giving me advice. So I said, are you a qualified doctor? Oh no, just from personal experiences. So I said, okay, so what's your personal experience? You see the way I look, and I'm taking some margin. Oh, so what do you say? So I took up. I just happen to have in my backpack my medical sheet that I got from the doctor at the same time. I said, check this out. See my cholesterol 0.5. Doctor says perfect. He says keep doing what you're doing. So I said, listen. So according to the doctor, I got 0.5 cholesterol. So I'm eating this margin for years. So basically, it hasn't affected me in such a bad way to raise my cholesterol. So I asked her. I said to her politely. I said, can you do me a favor? Next time you want to give personal advice about people taking things or buying things or calorie intake, make sure you're qualified because right now you're doing is called illegal. If you give instructions that I've seen before in other clientele, wrong kind of advice, and they go and do it, that could come back on you. So be careful next time. She got all mad about it, So what I mean, the whole thing about personal training and all. And back to you, back to your wait, everything you've been through. Now it's
I'm a
on your. It goes on your clientele. It relates on your what you've done through. It relates on your clientele. The feedback, the support that you got for your surprise there. I love it. I think it's great. It just tells you a lot about you, Sean. You're a good guy and a good character, and you got all the stuff you've been through, all the crap you told me last interview, but all the emotional stuff just makes you for a better person to the people around you. I think so. That's great. You know, you know. So hope to see you in the Olympics one day. I'll say, hey, I know that guy. He's a traitor.
I'm there's a masters division in the Olympic lifting, and that's where I'm aiming. There's a Pan Ams for
Yeah,
masters, maybe, but again, trying to focus on my lifting is not the easiest thing in the world because of how busy my days are.
yeah.
So I'm trying to, but I don't want to burn myself out either. So I've got a session. My session's right after this. Right after this, I'm gonna go
Oh,
do a
yeah.
quick self, and then I got
So what days do you have off for yourself out of the whole week, would you say?
what's a day off? I don't remember what those are. What? Day off. What does that mean again? No, I time when I can. And then I was the long weekend. I went to Mont Tremblant with my girlfriend and the kids. And we had a
Oh, that's
blast.
nice. Yeah.
Sundays I'm off. I gotta get the odd thing done here and there, but usually I'm off. We were out late last Saturday with some friends. So I didn't really do much. It was the first Sunday NFL, so I just sat on the couch and watched football all day. Didn't do anything.
Cool.
But I need those to rest and recharge.
Good. So who you you can put the links to all the organizations that you do the non-funding for on your link when you get down to your website. Get down. And I know websites are very time consuming and very detailed. Once you get more faster doing it, it's like when I'm doing some of my stuff, it gets faster. But the first time it took me like 5 hours just to do one. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just you you kind of bring it after a while. So
Yeah, and there's just so much going on right now.
how long you been with your girlfriend now?
5 years.
5 years? And she got kids?
Yep,
Yeah.
she got 3.
You train them as well?
Yeah, the boys train in the gym every now and then. Now, Vincent, the guy that works for me, is her daughter's boyfriend. He trains her.
Oh, that's cool. Cool. Big guy or strong guy?
He's tall. He's lean. He's got to put some meat on, but we're working on it. He's a golf
Oh,
guy.
golfer. Oh, okay. Do you like golfing?
He's done. Oh yeah, I love golf, and he's done everything else. He was a AAA hockey player. He's played football. He's done a little bit of everything.
That's cool. It's good. So you might do a podcast one day in the future for yourself?
We were talking about it earlier this year when I had more time, and
Yeah.
I'd like to do it at some point. But right now, it's just an absolute gong show, and it's just not in the
How about
schedule.
how about like doing like a not a phone but like a doing a community thing, like a town hall online for people with kids with special needs. Like, do they have any questions to ask you as a personal trainer, something like that? What do you think?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things I'd like to do, but I have so many. I've got one, two, three, four, five, six. I have 7 events in the next month, on top of my work, on top of my family, on top of weightlifting. So I can't fit all of this stuff in at once.
Oh wow. I was gonna ask you, how's your what's your girlfriend's name?
Melanie?
Really? How does she feel about all this stuff going on with you? Though, just suddenly you're just busy and now you're up taking more clients and you got expanding your. How's she feel about all this as your girlfriend?
Happy. She's one of the reasons why I'm still doing this, because she was very supportive of me doing this. I made it very clear in the beginning of our relationship I got a goal in life and I'm going for it. And she's been. I don't think I'm here having this conversation with you without her. So she means the world to me.
So, to Melanie for your support for Mr. Sean, love it. It's great. So, so I was asking you, where you didn't talk about your hobby. What do you like doing besides training? What do you like doing for fun besides hockey, like personal stuff for yourself? What do you like doing? What do you do for mellow out for yourself?
So I'm a big sports guy. So hockey, football, weightlifting, all that stuff. Like watching it as much as I like doing it. I'm outdoorsy. Anything. I like to hike, get out, play sports with the kids, and whatever they want to do. I'll play any sport, even if I suck. I'll just have fun with it. I like to fish. Put a line in the water, and I'm good. I'll stay there all day.
Yeah. What kind
Um,
of fish? What kind of fishing do you like?
what kind of fishing? Just
Well, there's the old fashioned way, and then the modern way where you know you have a license to fish, right? Over there?
yeah, the
Yeah.
license, and I didn't get that much in this year because we were just so busy. But my mom usually rents a cottage, and I usually fish the whole time I'm there. I do that. We're outdoorsy. We're like fires, and I probably had about 5,000 s'mores this summer because we'd have all these competitions, and I was always the judge. Greatest job in the world.
Sure.
My dad's got trail, you can stuff like that. And I'm one thing I haven't been able to do. You wouldn't guess it off me in a million years. I'm a big artsy guy.
What do you mean artsy guy?
Opera, opera
Really?
is one of my favorite things to go to. Oh yeah,
Oh, really? You mean
I've been.
like classic opera or whatever, or what?
Yep, you bring me to an opera, I'm good to go. I'll get
You're
all
kidding.
emotional, but yeah, she means that. So I've been to one in a while, but my favorites. I've been to any kind of live music. Uh, I didn't go to Bluefest this year. There wasn't anybody that was too wowed about. But last year I went to Rage Against the Machine with a couple of my buddies, and I had a blast.
Well, they're good. Yeah. I saw Ida, the opera, when I was overseas in Europe in military. It's amazing. And
Yeah.
I went to see it in Egypt. I went to Egypt and Cairo, but I didn't get a chance to go there. But they played there against the pyramids. You heard of Ida? Aida? I keep saying Aida. It's an old
No,
classic opera. Yeah, it's another classic opera. But do you like a lot of bands? What kind of music you like besides Rage?
I like a little bit of everything. My base goes back to like classic rock, AC/DC, CCR, George Thorogood, all those guys. Then
Cool.
my teenager alternative, like my girlfriend and I are going to a concert next month, the Tea Party and I Mother Earth. I like a little bit of everything. I'm not picky, but like rock's my favorite, and then everything else sort of leans from there.
I was gonna ask you, when you train your guys, your people in the gym, do they use music? Do you use music in the background, or do they, or what?
Depends on. Some people can't even handle music. Some of the autistic people, it's too much.
Yeah.
And I got it right down. Some people like music, some people don't. Some people like certain kinds of music. It just depends on the person.
So when you when you do go on vacation, where do you want to go besides Ottawa?
Back in February, we went to Punta Cana for a week.
Oh, nice. How was
And we
that?
had fun. It was good. My first time going to a resort. It was relaxing. Had a good time. The food was great. Had a blast. It was fun. My
Nice little.
Melanie and I were our thing are like spas, so we'll go away to spas for the night. Every now and then we went to one just about an hour out of town back in August, and we enjoyed it.
Was that up in north of Ottawa?
No, I was over in Quebec. I can't remember exactly where it was.
You remember what it's called?
Top of my head, no, I can see it, but I can't remember the name of the tip of my tongue. I'd have to ask Melanie.
I got
But
some
we
buddies there. I got some buddies from North Bay. They went down to Ottawa and then they went to the spa over the border in Quebec. I'm just wondering if maybe the same one.
if it's the one down here, they probably went to Nordique. That's the
Maybe
hot
that's it.
spot.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's it. Oh, cool. Right. Do you ever do you ever get any professionals like cops and firefighters for training? They see what you do and all that? No?
No, that's not my
They got their own
special
curriculum and all? Yeah. So that's
job.
great. So you got 4 minutes left. Anything you want to add on there, Sean, or for yourself? Want to promote something for yourself or besides your
No,
lifestyle?
thanks for having me out there. I'm here to try and just raise awareness and help as many people as I can. If I end up in your city at some point, it'd be great. But one
Yeah,
step
I
at a
mean,
time.
nice. That'd be amazing, like just what you're doing and expanding and going to different cities. Because like I said, like I had people talking to me during the election, and I guess I get nothing to give you, like only that it's an auto. That's all I know. And you know,
I like to. I like to. Well, maybe some public speaker or something, but we'll see what happens.
yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, yeah, it should be. I mean, it's getting better for support, but I think we need more support for not just autism, but also government funding for all people with different programs, special needs, and ODSP as well. And other things I talk about. So, okay, so you're gonna put your just send me the links. I got your website link, and I'll do your Instagram and anything you want to send me, and I'll add it on to the videos. If you can take these videos, I mean, bold, you wanna get funding from the government, just show these videos also like they can see the way you talk and how you present yourself and your story. They can see for yourself this is a worthy cause to fund and get done. Let the government kick their asses. I mean, they fund everything else. You know, I just there's this guy
Yeah,
in my area.
yeah.
He got funny. He got a grant for walking in the neighborhood. I don't know what he got, but give me a break. Really, I walk every day. I get nothing. So if you get funny for walking, you get funny for government, something more substantial than just walking around. I don't know. Had a pedometer thing walking around. So anyways, you got 2 minutes left. So anything you want to add on to yourself, Sean?
No, again, just thanks for having me on. Thanks for helping me raise the awareness about what I'm trying to
Yeah,
do, and
I love doing it. Yeah,
hopefully
like you
someday I'll.
I like help guys like you out, and, promoting what you're doing, and just getting out there. It doesn't matter. Like you said, it doesn't matter who gets it done, just as long as it's out there, and the after effects is what you see later on. You can sit back and say, yeah, I just might have started, but it's gone and progressed from there. So next time, the next interview you do, you'll have your own branch, and you'll be in the Olympics, ready to train. I'm being selfish. I actually hope you do it. I hope you get the opportunity. You can do it and participate in the Special Olympics and just get it. Just be part of it. I think it'd be a major asset to that organization. And even asking you, I think that's great. That just says something about you as a client and as a person inside, right? They're looking at you
Thanks.
inside. So I got 1 minute and 45 minutes. 45 seconds. I'll make copies of the videos. I'll send it to my Google account to you. Take the copy, do whatever you want. Use it whatever you want, and if you can use it for the government, get funding, that's me. One day you're called, if you got government funding, I'll be jumping up and down. You make my whole week. Seriously, I love it.
All
Never
right.
even thought about the government funding. So anyway, Sean, I'll let you go. I'm going to say thank you so much, sir. I do. My salute
All
to
right.
you. High respect for you, buddy. Thank you so
All
much for coming back. We'll do another one next time in a few months. Okay.
right.
All right. Thanks,
Good.
Sean, and have a good weekend. Okay.